All right, guys, as I promised, I was going to make a video about my COVID experience, what I went through. For me, it was more than just a few days. I think it was about 18, 19 days that I was down. And to be honest with you, this was one of the most humbling experiences. It shook me. It changed me in a whole different way. It's nothing that I expected. I don't know what was wrong or why my body reacted like that. 27 years old, in shape, always working out, always taking my vitamins, on a daily basis. I honestly thought it was going to be just a cold, like most people say. And here's the thing: is this video is about my experience, what I went through. It's not okay. You should get vaccinated. You shouldn't get vaccinated. That's up to you. That is a personal decision that that you want to make. But one thing I'll make clear is, at first, before I got sick, I didn't want to get vaccinated. I said I'll get vaccinated until it becomes mandatory. And my girlfriend, she has she's fully vaccinated, and she was with me the whole time. I was coughing, sneezing everywhere, all over the apartment, and she didn't get sick, and she tested negative. So does the vaccine work? I don't know. My personal belief, I think it does work. I think it lowers the chances of you dying. It lowers the chances of you catching it. Because the thing is, this fucking virus is not gonna go anywhere. And I might cuss, and I'm sorry, whoever's watching. But the thing is this was August was a month in my adult life that I was tested mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like I've never been tested before. Right before I got sick, they broke into my truck. All these things started going wrong. I remember thinking to myself as I was driving to work, I'm like, the last thing I need is to get sick. Boom, jinxed, and absorb that energy. I guess 2 days later, I get sick. I wake up on a Friday morning, fever, man, and I'm shaking. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, in my head, I think I knew what was going on, but I didn't want to accept it. The night before, I ate oysters, and I started blaming, like, maybe it's oysters, this and that. But me being responsible and say, you know what, I'm not gonna go to work. I'm not, I was supposed to wrestle 2 shows that weekend. I said, let me go get tested, because I would not be surprised I'm positive. And I went to go get tested. Test came back positive. Every single day for me, it started, a new symptom will show up. So the first one, it was fever and body chills and stuff like that. Second day, my back started hurting a bit. My lower back too. I don't know, it was my kidneys, what was going on. Day 3, I started coughing a little bit. Day 4, a little bit of everything combined. Day 5, I remember I started feeling a little bit better. And I was like, okay, I should be back to normal in a few days, this and that. So I made a mistake, and whoever's watching this is, don't make the mistake of drinking caffeine. Your blood pressure is probably already high. Your oxygen levels are not as they're supposed to be, within normal ranges and stuff. So caffeine constricts your blood vessels. So less oxygen, less blood flow goes to the heart, goes to the lungs, and all over the body. I wanted to pick up my mood. I was real down. I hadn't had caffeine. I love caffeine. I drink caffeine all day, every day. So I got an energy drink. I got a Monster. Good thing I didn't get a Bang. A Bang has 300 milligrams of caffeine, and Monster has about 160 milligrams, so it's about half. Got a Monster, drank it, and I'm sitting down watching TV, and man, about within minutes, my heart starts racing so fast, my throat closes up, and it felt like a straw. I couldn't swallow. I started having a panic attack. I'm like, man, what's going on? And I'm having a heart attack, or what is this and that. That lasted for about 2 hours. It was probably the longest 2 hours of my life. I didn't know to lay down, stand up, walk. I didn't know what to do. After that went, I'm like, okay, I'm not drinking caffeine no more. Day 6, I wake up and I'm feeling weak and stuff like that. I started having diarrhea. I'm like, all right, another fucking symptom. Okay, diarrhea, let's add it to the menu. And day 7, it was landing on a Saturday. My girl said, hey, let's get in the car, let's drive around, maybe, get some sun, get out of the house and stuff like that. And day 7 and day 8 were the worst fucking days I've ever experienced. I change, start walking outside. As I'm walking to the car, I start feeling my heart again. It starts racing very fast. I can feel my throat closing up. And I get in the car and I'm like, oh, maybe it's just a panic attack. Let me try some breathing exercises. So I started to breathe. She's driving. I haven't said anything. I'm not dramatic, so I keep a lot of things to myself. Unless until, shit hits the fan, and if I'm not feeling good, I'll tell you, hey, I'm not feeling well, something's going on. So as she's driving, I'm closing my eyes and I'm trying to breathe, trying to meditate, trying to say, okay, it's just a panic attack, man. I don't know what's going on. I get very foggy. So it's kind of like a movie, like he closes and then like it skips a little bit of, like chapters. So I close my eyes, open my eyes, and we're like at a different part of San Antonio. We're driving. She's talking. I don't need, lights are on, but nobody's home. I'm listening. I'm just trying to focus to calm my heart rate down. And as soon as I open my eyes, I'm like, hey, go home. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm having a panic. I can't breathe. Go home. My lungs are hurting. My chest is hurting. I can't swallow. And she's like, oh my gosh, I don't know. We had driven so far. We're already on Potranco Road. I live in the Stone Oak area, whoever lives in San Antonio. So to Potranco Road, that's a pretty far drive. It's about a 30-minute drive. In my mind, it had only been 5 minutes. We teleported there, but at the same time, it felt like eternity. I'm like, okay, so we pull over by a hotel, and I just start puking phlegm. And I hadn't eaten that day. I hadn't eaten because I had no appetite. I had diarrhea, so I was already getting dehydrated. I start puking phlegm. In the phlegm, there's already blood that I'm throwing up. So I look at that. I'm like, I start getting scared. I don't want to say I'm tough stuff, but I don't get, intimidated easily or scared of certain things. But that thing, I was like, okay, there's something going wrong. And I started getting very dizzy, very, very dizzy, foggy, like everything was a dream. I started looking at my nails, and I swear, man, my nails, I could see them lightly blue. As I'm outside trying to breathe, it's about 100 degrees, and I'm fucking cold. I'm cold, I'm sweating at the same time. I can't breathe, my lungs hurt, throwing up blood. And I'm like, God, like, this is not happening, man. Is it my time? Is it my number getting called? And I legit started getting scared, So I get in the car, and I could feel my blood sugar dropping. So I've never passed out in my life, but to be honest with you, I was ready to black out. I was ready to pass out. I told Alexa, my girlfriend, I was like, drive home. If I pass out, drive me to the hospital. But here's the thing, many people will be like, well, how come you didn't go to the hospital? Like I said, I don't want to go to the hospital because what if, right away they put me into a ventilator and then my lungs stop working. In the moment, I just wanted to go home. Some people would say that was the wrong thing to do. Maybe that was the right thing. It's what I chose to do. I chose to go home. I was not going to go to the hospital. If I fucking died, I'll die in my room. Plain story. Am I hard-headed? Maybe I am. I don't care. In the moment. So I kind of lost memory for about a good, some time, because I remember opening my eyes and we were already in the apartment. And like I said, it's about a 30-minute drive. And lay down, take off my shirt, grab as much Vicks as possible, put it all over my chest, my back, my nose. I couldn't smell anything. Lay down, and my body just starts becoming so tense. I remember my feet. I don't know if people suffer from, if anybody has ever felt the restless leg syndrome where you got to be moving your legs at night that you can't sleep. Well, imagine that, but all over your body. My fingers were tingling, my feet. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, man? Like, my body's shutting down. Anything I would try to drink, like Pedialyte water, it will come back up. So the more I puked, the more energy I would lose. And the more I was afraid of throwing up more blood. I was like, fuck, my lungs, this and that. And here's the thing, I had a light cough. So I can't say I was coughing so hard that maybe I ruptured blood vessels, stuff like that. I pick up the phone and I call my mom, and I mean, for me to tell my mom what's going on in my life, that's the last thing I do, you know, because I don't want to worry her. I know she has her stuff. She has my brother, my sister. I call her. I'm like, hey, mom, I'm not good. I don't know what's going on. I tell her this. I'm like, I don't know, mom. Like, I can't even talk. I remember I was whispering because I didn't even have the strength to talk. And, you know, any mom, she starts crying. She's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? You could have told me. We could have. So she calls my dad. My dad lives in Mexico. And my dad right away gets, you know, gets the news. And he obviously at the same time is pissed off. He's like, why didn't you guys say nothing? And so, you know, they end up getting me medication from Mexico. And I grew up in Mexico. And every time we got sick, that was what cured us. We would go to Mexico, you know, we would get medication that the doctor there prescribed us, and within 1 or 2 days, we're back to normal. Here, the 2 times that I've gone to the hospital, they bullshit you and they make you wait for 3 to 5 hours just sitting around, fucking around for no reason. And then they come in, they give you a couple Tylenols. All right, go home, you'll feel. I could have done that. So that's the reason I say I'm not gonna go to the hospital. I'm just gonna be there fucking suffering, and then with more other people, and then I don't know, risking of me getting other people sick. I don't know. My mom rushes from Mexicali. She goes to Mexico, rushes to San Antonio with my aunt, and they give me this medication. It's an inhaler, different pills, man. I mean, I'm like I said, lights are on, but nobody's home. I'm just, my brain's not processing what's going on. Grab the inhaler, take a big, fucking my back hurts so much, and I take this medication, whatever, this and that. And I start feeling a little bit better, like I can breathe. My lungs start opening up. It was some steroids to like open up the lung airways. And so little did I know that all this was going on was pretty much I was having COVID pneumonia. That's why all that shit was happening to me. So when I started taking the medication, man, within a few hours, I was able to breathe. I passed out. I hadn't slept. I had about 2 days without sleeping because I couldn't sleep. I felt so much tension in my body. I hadn't eaten. I hadn't drank water. I was losing about 2-3 pounds a day. And I remember looking myself in the mirror and I was just disappearing. I'm not a big guy, but you know, before I got sick, I was 240. And then I would step on the scale and I was like, man, 215, 216 within 10 days. No, 8 days, not even a fucking week. And I had lost almost fucking 20 pounds. You know, maybe my math is off, or the scale was off, but I could see, I mean, I was wearing medium shirts and they were baggy on me, and my face was sunken. If it wasn't for the beard, I would look like death. My face looked like death. And I remember sitting at the edge of the bed Sunday night going into Monday. And to be honest, I didn't think I was gonna make it. To be fucking honest, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I was ready to die. I was ready to go mentally, emotionally. You know, yeah, the medication made me feel good, but I was so dehydrated that that fucking virus was just getting stronger. It was tearing me down. Healthy young guy, works out all the time, you know, vitamins, this and that, no health issues, nothing. A fucking virus breaking me day by day, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I remember praying that night so hard. I was like, God, if I don't wake up no more, I'm sorry for everything I've done. I'm sorry for everything I said. I'm sorry for every single thing. But if I do wake up, it means I have a purpose in this life. It means my job is still not done in this life, and I still have to do something. I don't know what it is. You know, maybe it's pursue wrestling more. Maybe it's not. You know, maybe it's, God knows, I don't know. But I'm still here, and God gave me one more chance to make it right because my purpose hasn't been fulfilled. And whoever's watching this, you know, has gone through this. Maybe it was similar to mine. Maybe it was light. Everybody gets attacked differently. Everybody gets it a different way. So you can't say, hey man, you're just gonna lose your taste, this and that. You'll be fine. That's fucking selfish to say, because the thing is, you don't know if the other person has high blood pressure, has diabetes, has underlying issues, bad lungs. I've had one of my clients die from COVID. Dude in shape, ready to go, this and that. We're in a tough, everybody is in a tough position right now in life, because this fucking virus has affected so many things, businesses, relationships, has killed so many people. Yet so many people take this shit lightly. Like, oh, it's nothing. Well, it hit you like that, good for you. You're blessed, man. Good for you. It hit you so light that you only lost your taste and smell. Till this fucking day, I can't even taste. I can't smell. And it's already been a month. Going for a month and a week. My birthday is in 2 days. I didn't think I was going to be 28. I said 27, that's the fucking final chapter, man. And you know what? I did what I wanted to do. I pursue wrestling to the best of my ability. Have I made it to WWE? No, I haven't made it. Did I get a big contract with WWE? No, I haven't. But the thing is, that is subjective. I fucking put in the work in the gym, in promos, in wrestling class, in every fucking corner. I didn't cut one corner. The rest is subjective. Maybe I get overlooked. Oh no, he's not ready, or maybe no, this and that. And also, you know, for those that have stole my ideas from the steel chair and the bigger companies, you can shove that up your ass. Because the thing is, I know I was original. I know I came up with majority of my stuff, but other people are not original, and they look over like, hey man, like maybe if I steal this, I'll get myself over. You're not, man. You're not. If you don't have it, you're not. If you don't have charisma, you're not gonna get yourself over. But go ahead and take my stuff, you know? But the thing is, I'm not gonna get off track. Guys, if you're out there in the gym, if you're, going out and this and that, because that's how I was. For a year and a half, I'm like, this virus ain't gonna touch me. I'm probably immune to it. Very selfish. I never wore a mask. I would go and wrestle in front of 800 people, shake hands, whatever, this and that. Go to the gym without a mask, touch my face, my beard. Never caught me. This virus is bullshit, That was my mentality. I was being very selfish in so many things in my life, that it was me. What is going to benefit me? F everybody else. I just care about me. When you're dying, man, when you're going through when you're ready to move on from this to the next, I don't know if you believe in the afterlife. I do. There has to be more, because we have to be held accountable for what we do in this life. It shakes you, man. When you're ready to go, it fucking shakes you, dude. The little things. I remember I was sitting there and I was thinking, the only thing I wish I could do right now is hug my mom, be able to hug my dad, drink a cup of coffee with my grandma, my grandpa, just the small things that we take for granted, because we're so focused on, oh fuck, I gotta post this on social media. I gotta do this for my job. Yeah, all that is fine. But the thing is, at work, eventually they'll replace you. If you die, they'll replace you within a week or two. They got to find somebody else. Business has to keep going. Social media, everybody lives a fake life. I'll be honest. The people that post the most, that they're happy, that they're all these quotes and all these Bible verses and all this, dude, that's probably the most unhappy people there is. Because when you're truly happy behind the scenes, you don't need other people's approval. You don't gotta be posting, hey, me and this person are very happy. I hope we get your approval so you can see that me and her. No, you're not, dude. When do I ever post stuff like that? When do I ever post, hey guys, and I'm fucking happy with who I am. I love her to death and I wanna be with her. I never post that. I never have to get somebody else's approval to say that my life is good. Anyways, that's my testimony, guys. Whoever's going through COVID, whoever has lost someone through COVID, whoever's in the hospital right now, keep fucking fighting, man. Life is tough, and it's supposed to be like that. There's gonna be adversity through adversity, and you get a bad month where the storm is just, you're like, what did I do? What did I do to fucking deserve all this? I don't know, maybe it's building us to be a stronger version of ourselves. Maybe it's testing us to see if we really stand for what we say we are. You know, it tests your foundation to see if it's built on sand or rock. I know for a fucking fact my foundation is built on rock. Because the thing is, I'm the same person in front of the camera and behind the camera, meaning in real life. I'm not saying character-wise where I have to put on this and that. And that's the thing, man, is I see on Facebook so much fucking negativity, so much this and that. At the end of the day, all that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's waking up in the morning, getting on your knees and thanking you have another day, have another, chance to take a deep breath. To be able to do the small things that everybody takes for granted, including myself. We got to snap out of that mentality. So guys, get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. I changed my perspective. I will get vaccinated because I cannot fucking go through that no more. I will not go through that again. You'll say, oh, you probably have immunity for the next 3 to 6 months. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to get my vaccine. Because look at my girlfriend. Look at the people that get sick and they're vaccinated. 3 or 4 days, they bounce back. I was out for 18, 19 days fighting for my life. Look at the people that are at the hospital. Majority of them not vaccinated. Majority of the ones are dying. I don't know. But, like I said, I'm not here to do a agenda of say you got to get vaccinated. I'm just saying my personal experience, my, belief. For me, at the end of the day is your body, is your decision. Virus hits everybody different. And hope everybody stays safe out there. And thanks for watching, guys.